Check. It's your boy DJ here. You now tune into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor. Do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I went live from the Chit Chat. Hello.
Hey. Welcome to the Chit Chat, where all we do is small talk. And this week's episode of the Chit Chat Live is sponsored by The One Beauty Lounge, your one-stop shop for all of your beauty needs, offering nails, pedicures, brow, lash, sugar waxing services. Visit The One Beauty Lounge on Instagram to book your appointment, and first-time customers have the opportunity to secure their $30 Brazilian sugar wax.
And then also, I Love Print will officially be opening March 1st. We're catered to all your printing needs. We'll do printing for design for events like bachelorette parties, baby shower, wedding parties, funerals, anything that you need printed. I will be on all social media platforms soon.
And if you would like your business, product, or service featured on the Chit Chat Live, be sure to email us at thechitchatlive@yahoo.com. And we appreciate everybody who is on Facebook, on Instagram, watching us right now. Again, we highly recommend that you go over to our YouTube and watch us live so you can see the full show. So you can either do that by clicking the link in the bio and clicking the YouTube, or going to youtube.com and searching the Chit Chat Live in the search bar.
That way you can see everything.
And we are going to be reading comments from the YouTube. So if that's why you're watching us from Instagram or Facebook right now, don't worry, because you can also watch us from YouTube and leave comments, and we'll answer them from there. Also, please be sure to share us out. Use the arrow at the bottom of your screen and share out the live. We low right now. We need some more views.
And definitely subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. That's definitely important too.
And then we forgot to mention that we are now active on Twitter.
Yes, we are. We are.
We've been getting some retweets, child.
I know. I keep forgetting to go on there. I'm not like a big Twitter person.
Me either.
So now I have to remind myself. I have to download the app on everything now, just so I could,
So
what's your handle?
It's the same as all of them, at the Chit Chat Live. So if you're on Twitter, we have some actual just Twitter content that you won't see on Facebook or on our Instagram. So if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow us at the Chit Chat Live. And you know what else we got?
Oh my God.
A Cash App. We got a Cash App.
Yes.
So if you want to show us some love, even if it's $1, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the donations.
It's hard out here in these streets.
Well, I mean, everything that they send us to the Cash App, we definitely will put back into the show to make everything better. Mm-hmm. So thanks, Mine's Wife, for following us on Twitter.
But yeah, our Cash App is $ the Chit Chat Live. And don't feel like you're being petty if you just send $1.
No,
we appreciate
it. We appreciate it all.
Where's Live, Love, and Wine said, where's the margaritas at? It's National Margarita Day. Really? Thank you for that tip. I had no idea.
I know it is 2/22/22.
Really?
So they say this is the day where you should really focus on your goals and meditation. Yeah, I didn't even know it was like that serious, but it'll never happen again in our lifetime. So it's like a big thing.
Why you ain't tell me that this morning?
Girl, I just heard it on the Breakfast Club on the way here.
Well, I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and then I missed that part. I just got the part where Charlamagne was like, focus and
he always says that, so you didn't think nothing of it.
Okay, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So maybe before you guys go to bed tonight, try to
meditate,
focus
on your goals, on anything you want to achieve.
Yeah,
for sure.
But what's going on with you?
So I've been taking this insurance course, right?
Mm-hmm.
They emailed me my results today. I failed by one question.
Wow.
One question. So I'm gonna retake it next month. Mm-hmm. I gotta pay another $150, but I think I can pass it.
No, you can definitely.
Yeah, it just, a lot of those questions are like common sense, and just they kind of repeat the questions, but like in different wording. So it kind of threw me off. But I failed by one question.
Well, that's good. I'm proud of you. I know you've been talking about it. Like, you'll talk about it, and then I don't hear nothing about it, and then you'll talk about it. I'm like, you know what? I forgot. You was doing that, but I appreciate it. Like,
I'm trying. So I'm gonna study harder, because usually I can skim, and not with this. You can't skim. You have to literally study.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get on it again, so I can be a licensed insurance agent.
Oh, that's good. So what type of insurance will you be doing? I
want to do like homeowners.
Okay.
And I don't really want to deal with the cars and I want to deal with like homeowners, commercial stuff like that. Big projects. I don't want to do Geico, and I ain't got time for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. I know you'll definitely pass the next time you take it.
I'm working on it.
And if you just skimmed and then got this far, because I'm one of them people, I'm just dumb. Like, I got to study.
No, I'm good with that. I retain information really well, but I guess that one question just got me. So,
Brown Sugar 2022 said, "That's great, go girl."
Thank you.
Live Love Wine said, "You got this, rooting for y'all."
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes. What else is going? Oh, so something that I didn't mention is that I don't think I mentioned this, but I got accepted into a business
You told me.
program for the city of Hollywood, and I don't know how or why I thought it was okay to add this to my plate, but
Yeah, your plate is full.
and yours is too. You try to make it seem like my plate is full, but yours plate is just as full.
No, it is.
Your plate is just as full.
But I'd rather be busy than stagnant.
Very true,
You know?
but it's like really, it gets, sometimes we can overextend ourselves to the point where we don't have like time for like mental health breaks.
Yeah, we need a vacation.
Time for ourselves.
We need a vacation. I think
sure.
we should plan like a few days away.
Yeah, a few days. I need like
Houston.
2 weeks.
Houston.
I need 2 weeks of nothing.
Well, I really want to. Honestly, I want to go to the Bahamas. I've been to so many islands, and I've never been to the Bahamas.
I heard a commercial that Shaggy is going to be performing at, is it Bimini? Bimini.
Name killer in the building.
So I thought that was pretty, Shaggy, right? That's his name?
Oh, Shaggy. I thought you said Shaq.
That's him, right?
Yeah.
Any of the words?
Yeah, he was banging. Banging on the line.
She don't know the word. All right. So when is this supposed to happen?
I don't know. I didn't really hear that part of the commercial, but I'm sure it's somewhere on the world.
Anybody got some good, quick vacation ideas? Let us know.
But it's like we trying to save, we trying to run businesses, and we trying
yeah,
to
but
vacation.
we still gotta make time for.
That's true.
I don't care.
I even feel like my days off is different.
You know what's crazy? Like a few years ago, I'm making way more money than I made back then, and I literally was in Jamaica once a month, literally.
Yeah, it seems
for
like
a week.
When you say like, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, you ever think like, okay, when I make this amount of money, like, dang, I'm gonna be good. Then you start making it, and then you just be spending it. I'm like,
it seemed like I got more bills, but I don't understand how.
Well, things are more expensive now.
I guess that's what it is.
For sure, things are more expensive. So
you're not a redhead anymore. What happened?
I'm not a redhead. So if you guys missed it, I was a redhead for 2 days. If you want to see the photos, hopefully you follow me on my personal Instagram at Chelsea Collins.
It looked really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very, very nice. But I cannot keep wigs on for long, so I just like snatched it off.
Did you? After we had a conversation that you wasn't going to do that.
It was coming off nicely, so I didn't snatch. It
okay.
was just like
because I don't want to hear nothing about I did.
But I did it for my boyfriend's birthday. I'm not sure if he really loved it.
What did he say?
He said he's like, I want your real hair that color. And I'm like,
it's so damaging.
It's not only that, it's hard to keep up with. And
especially in the sun. I did it before and it was hard.
So I get like he wants the natural hair red, but I'm like, this is as good as it's going to get. Because unless you want me to go to the hairdresser every week, then no. But do we have the picture, Luke, of the birthday? We did a painting with the Swiss party.
How was that?
It was cool. I think next time I want to do like trap painting. It was my first time ever doing painting with a twist. Have you done it before?
Oh, you guys are cute. Yeah.
And it was like I wasn't really that good at the painting. I stole the teacher's painting.
That's cute.
So,
you guys look cute.
Thank you. It was a little toot to do.
I know you told me about it, but by the time I got off work, I saw you guys were on live already.
We was on live.
I mean, not live, but I saw you had posted that you guys were there already. I didn't leave work till after 6 on Sunday.
Oh, I think. What time did it start? I think it started at 7. But yeah, it was cool. It was a cool little experience. But anyway, moving right along. Anything upset you this week?
Yes.
What?
I would like to buy a house.
Yes.
And today we surpassed New York in the highest bracket to buy homes.
Crazy.
So I will not be here forever.
I don't know if they're expecting for it to be like a depression or recession.
No, I just think everybody moved here because we have looser COVID restrictions.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't think all parts of Florida are horrible. It's just
but I don't.
South
Where else
Florida.
would you live?
I would move to Northern Florida.
Oh,
I
no.
came from North Florida.
Yeah.
I would move back to North Florida and be happy.
Because with those temperatures, I might as well move to Texas.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Texas either. The only thing is that Texas, don't they have earthquakes?
No.
They have something down.
They have flooding. What it is that they have their own private, like Texas has their own grid. So the light company can charge you whatever they want.
That's what they do here anyway.
No, not like Texas.
It's expensive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if my light bill is $500
Let me drink that
but
first.
my mortgage is only
No, we're not
$1,000
talking about 500. We're talking about when they had the ice storm, people were getting like $10,000 light bills.
Oh, I'm never paying it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
they should
I have to
live
do
off the
my
grid.
research. But my brother, he's about to move to Dallas. So I don't know. It's an option.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hear that Texas is a great place to live. Even Mobile, Alabama, I heard is a great place.
There's nothing to do in Mobile.
It's up and coming.
Is it? Oh.
Yes. If you move to a place that's already lit, it's gonna be expensive.
What's the show? Huntsville. Nah, I go to Huntsville.
Oh, maybe that's where it's.
I think that's because of the show. Yeah.
Huntsville.
But Mobile, I've been to Mobile. Ain't much in Mobile.
But yeah, I'm all for living in smaller cities because it's crazy.
Even to buy a condo, it's just the prices are retarded.
Even I posted on my personal Instagram like a shack, and I'm like,
Yeah.
right now that's like $500.
And I finally reached a point in my life where I can buy a house if I want to, and I want to. Something small. It's just me, but still, like
you can definitely buy a house. You
the
be making
ones,
that bread,
the
okay?
ones, I don't make no money. Don't listen to her. She is lying, folks.
Make that bread, get that head,
Then leave.
then leave.
Something's wrong. Let's go to trending topics. I ain't with you. Did you have a Delta 8 tonight?
I didn't.
Damn. Okay. Well, let's move on to trending
All
topics.
right, we're moving on.
Lil Wayne, child. Social media users are questioning rapper Lil Wayne's health after a photo of him surfaced on Little Tunchi, what is that, _C5? Account on Instagram. The photo shows Lil Wayne posting with the cop who saved his life when he was 12, which I did hear about this story. So these are the captions. Who gonna save your life because you look unhealthy?
These were what people would say in the comments.
Damn, you sure that's
We
not
have the clip. Can we
Beetlejuice?
go full? Like, let's show it full. Is this full on YouTube for the people?
I
Picture?
just think Lil Wayne just need to cause he got like 3 dreads left. So
He
maybe
looks crazy, bro. He looks horrible.
I feel like he's giving like Bill Gates. Like I got all this money.
Oh, that gives you Bill Gates?
No. I don't mean
homeless man on the side of the road.
No. I don't mean like. I just mean like he got all this money. He don't have to be dressed to impress.
He legit
You know what I'm
looks
saying?
like a cocaine
He
user.
just needs a haircut.
That just looks like all he needs is a haircut to
Yeah,
you.
because-
He needs 20 pounds. He needs a haircut, and he needs to stop doing drugs.
I don't know. I just feel like he's. I'm sorry, my child is being obnoxious. I feel like he just needs to cut off the dreads, let it go, and get a nice fade. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? Sit down.
You are an angel. Because you're being super nice right now.
I ain't say he was cute. All I'm saying is
he looks sickly. He looks like he's screaming for help. He looks like
I never thought he was attractive ever. I always thought he looked like that. So this ain't nothing.
He should be on the same program that Britney Spears was on.
All right, now Regine gonna come for you.
Regine
gonna come for you.
You need to get your daddy, okay? Mm-hmm. You need to get your daddy because he looks like he needs, what is it? That censorship, right? That's what Britney Spears is on? That censorship program?
No, girl. Not censorship.
You said something close enough to make us all forget the real word.
Conservatorship.
Yeah,
what is wrong with you? Sit down.
Some censorship for you.
Yeah. Name killer.
He looks horrible, and I hope he can read the comments. I don't know if I don't think that's not Lil Wayne's official Instagram, the Little Tunchi _C5. I don't know who runs that, but some bigger like gossip entertainment news outlets reshared it. And a lot of people were commenting on it. And he looks horrible. He's screaming for help, and hopefully he gets some soon.
Well, prayers up for Lil Wayne.
Prayers up for Lil Wayne.
I bet you that bank account look good, though.
I'm sure it do. Who else's bank account looks good is, of course, Kanye West. The second episode of Kanye West's documentary titled Jeen-Yuhs is scheduled to release tomorrow. With so many people feeling Kanye overwhelmed, many people are wondering if it's worth watching. And we're going to show you a quick clip.
Kanye's a beast. I need this damn dog to get the. Go let her. She's so sweet.
So you watched it and I watched it. So I want you to share kind of like what you thought about it. Is it worth the watch?
No, yeah. I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed like, because everybody think like Kanye is so crazy. I don't think he's crazy. I just feel like he's trying to prove a point. But you know how they said that I sent you the clip where he was going from office to office playing All Falls Down, and everybody was looking at him like, you know, he's annoying, but they made it seem like they didn't want to hear his music. It's not that. It's like he had done that like 10 times already, so they were over it. You know what I'm saying? I think what it was back then, they wasn't expecting producers to be rappers, so nobody was trying to hear it until they signed him. I honestly love it.
I loved it too. I definitely think it's worth a watch, whether you feel like you're Kanye overloaded or you hate him or you love him. Yeah, no, it's good. I am like really growing to love Kanye. I hope he runs for president. No, I don't know about that one. I really hope Kanye runs for president.
Even after the first time?
Maybe financial secretary, maybe?
What do you mean after the first time?
Well, he made a half-assed attempt already.
Yeah, but now I think he's gonna really imagine Trump and Kanye going head to head. Come on now.
Imagine.
Come on.
I don't know.
Like as the Republican and Democrat?
If it has to be that way, but I feel like they should both.
We about to be in World War III right now, anyway. So
we're not talking about that.
So what's the Kanye might as well be president. Like,
honestly, I think that he's a higher level thinker, and so a lot of people can't relate to him because he's a freaking I think he's a genius.
I do too.
And when you have that type of mind and these gifts, not everyone, the average person's not going to be able to relate to you, and you do go through things.
And the majority of people that are geniuses have mental health issues.
Right. Yeah,
it's true because I think their brains do too much. So it's like they never get a chance to rest it, and it's always overworked. So I really think that's part of it. I mean, I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't think any of the presidents are great. So whatever, bring them on.
But no, even outside of him just like running for president, whether he runs for president or not, I think this documentary like just shows his grind.
It humanizes him.
And how he manifested everything that he has. So y'all, if y'all don't believe in manifestation, y'all better start believing in it.
I'm definitely tuning in tomorrow. It comes on tomorrow night, every Wednesday at 8. It's only 3 episodes, but it's good.
No, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was very entertaining, and I definitely think it's worth the watch. He also came out with the Donda 2, part 2 of the Donda
today.
album.
But he's only streaming it on his own private app.
Streaming it, yeah, on his own private music streaming service, which is Stream Player. And then I believe it's $200. $200 to download. Yeah, so it's not for you broke bitches.
That's the Nipsey Hussle methodology.
But I mean, I'm for it because Kanye.
No,
is
it's smart. It's smart. I think he's already made over $1 million.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and
then he made a point to say what it would have took to get that $1 million if he had taken the traditional route.
Yes,
right. So,
he wants artists to be able to get their money, and I'm not mad about that.
And he's showing like you can be independent and you don't have to like go mainstream to make your money. So
I'm not mad about that at all.
I'm here for it.
Somebody said, "What are we drinking?" We're drinking tequila. Well, we were drinking tequila.
He said that after deleting his previous message, so I wonder what he said the first time.
Oh,
I don't know, Kurt. What did you say the first time?
What did you say?
Well, I'm going to let you take this one because I tried to watch it today, but I ended up having to go to the bank. So
Love is Blind season 2 is out. The season takes place in Chicago and follows 6 couples who get engaged without actually ever seeing each other.
So I watched the first season, so I do understand what's going on. Yeah. I don't know. Could you marry somebody that you just seen talk to? I don't know. I think it builds up a better communication.
For sure.
But it doesn't stop the, once that wall goes down, if you're not attracted to that person, you think it'll still work?
See, I have this thing. You have the clip, Lou?
There was no associated clip. Love is Blind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, the Instagram caption. that was the last one I thought.
Because I'm like, is we stalling?
I'm just trying to, you know.
I have a huge Instagram following. Obviously, I have like a lot of friends. Like it's crazy. And like since he accidentally posted like my job, I have like 5 to like 20.
Here's a comment. Every bad date we've ever gone on.
Latina vibes over there. I love buying clothes for girls. Yeah, what's your size? Would you like to work it out?
Yeah, not a huge fan.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
clearly.
I get along best with individuals that do work out. How old are you?
33.
I prefer dating younger.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
I would go on that show.
Yeah, I actually kind of like, I have a friend that lives in Chicago, and I like kind of was trying to push her to go on, and she got an interview to be on that season, and then she got scared, and she like
I would have did it. But I like the caption, here's a compilation of every bad date we've ever gone on. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it was definitely. And then,
For sure.
So what I've seen so far, because it's still ongoing. I think they released like 5 episodes by now. There's some couple of issues that I have with this season versus last season. I think for the first season was very genuine.
Yes.
And the people were really looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
And this time everybody is just throwing around all these cliches about, oh, I found my best friend. And, every other mating or relationship cliche you can think of. So I don't really know how it's all gonna pan out because it hasn't ended yet, and I didn't look for any spoilers. So if you've looked them up,
they're not showing the whole season. It's week by week.
I think they were releasing a couple. Hold on. It says she's on standby. That's okay, right, Luke?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. But I'm just like, first of all, we have to stop putting these things out in mainstream media that you're supposed to be finding your best friend. Like, you really need to find your work partner because this shit is a relationship is fucking work. So stop looking for the person that you're just always going to be on good terms with. Or I feel like if a relationship was all about finding your best friend, then communication wouldn't be the biggest issue in relationships.
I agree.
So I think we need to stop tossing that term around. The other thing was there was one black couple, and the black guy, he chose a Latina girl, and he pretty much asked her in a roundabout way to marry him, and she said no. And then he went back a day later and then asked the black girl to marry him. And I think it was more so financial, because the Latina girl did have her shit in order. Sis had a house in Chicago. You know that's expensive. And Chicago, so he was just like, you know, oh, okay, I want to be with you. And she was probably like, hey, listen, based off of what you told me, your finances not even
in order. Yeah, so I gotta watch it. I'm
not gonna be with you. So I'm really interested to see how they pan out, because the black girl, she was really submissive, and I'm like, sis, what submissive class did you take? Because
is she the one that was on the couch, the bigger one with the
no.
Okay.
I was happy that they did show some larger plus size women this season, because they didn't really do that last season. But no, she was the one with the short hair.
Oh, okay.
And she's a very sweet girl. She's in school. She's getting her master's. I think she wants to become a doula.
Did she accept?
She did accept, and they're together.
Does she know he proposed to somebody else first?
She knows, and she dealt with all that. So to me, that shows like her level of confidence, because she's like, hey, listen, I know that you proposed to this other girl, but I'm really your girl. Like she's for him. Like when you look at it, like she's supposed. To me, I think she's really supposed to be with him, and that she compliments him the best. But the reason, and she even mentions it in one of the episodes, like, hey, I think you chose her over me because she's, you know, better off financially right now.
That doesn't mean she's right for you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And so that was just like,
I'm gonna watch it. I might go home and watch it tonight, actually.
But yeah, I do think it's worth the watch.
Okay.
But okay, moving right along. You want to go?
Are we doing this Tinder Swindler and Vince and Anna?
We have to.
So scams, sugaring. What is that? Sugaring are a hit on Netflix right now. Last week we talked about Simon Leviev, who was making headlines as Netflix released a movie that explains how he took over $10 million from women he met on Tinder. He would date them, pretend he was the heir to the diamond business, and he was always in danger. And then he would use the money that he get from one woman to trick on another woman. So with Anna, though, she took a different approach. Like, her talk game was A1. Like, she almost got a $400 million loan. She was super close. But she just could not provide the documents that she had, like, a real trust fund. But I think both of them, I would like to do like a hustlers meeting with both of them, because if they put that effort into business, they would be boss. Like, if she really had some kind of capital to work with, I think she would have made it.
So I did watch the Tinder Swindler, but I fell asleep on the
It starts off very boring,
which I'm sad, because that's a Shonda Rhimes.
It starts off the first two are super slow, but once you get into it, like, I had to really, really, like, get into it, but it's good.
So I've been reading some recent articles, and they're saying that it's crazy how the people who were victims in these situations got more backlash than the actual people who committed the crimes. Yeah.
She's saying the link wasn't active.
So, wait, Luke. Once we allow her in, she'll be active, right?
I'm on Zoom right now, ready to accept. So
yeah, okay. She just sent a message saying it wasn't active.
I sent you a new link, by the way.
Okay.
To who? I have to send it to her?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. This is technical.
So anyway, I just feel like I would, like, the guy Simon, he's doing online business courses now, telling you how, I don't know, I'm not mad at they hustle, because I feel like this lady said on the radio today, if I give you $50 and you say you're going to pay me back and you don't, you're not getting no more money from me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not knocking their hustle. I think they are very intelligent people who just...
No, I don't think that you should have the ability to lie. Now, if you're in a situation to and you're specifically like looking for someone to sponsor you, or you're looking for a sugar daddy, I think you need to be honest. Don't tell somebody you gonna
100%.
Yeah, borrow $50 and
yeah.
you're gonna pay them back the $50 and you don't do that.
I agree.
Now that makes you a scammer. But I think that the shows are very interesting. Now, so what made Inventing Anna different from the Tinder Swindler?
Because she was more taking money from financial institutions. She was the only time she really took money from people, I think, was when they went to Morocco, and somehow or another she wasn't able to she didn't have any money, which was weird, but they should have known because she never wanted to leave the resort. You know, everything is complimentary at the resort, and you know they don't play in them countries.
So how was she able to do that though?
So what happened was, like, they don't play in those countries. Like, they will take you away and you'll be gone. So security was like posted up outside their door. Like, they couldn't leave the premises. So one time they left and went to this place and her card declined. And her friend had left her card on the hotel room. So she didn't have a card either. So it was scary. Like, if I was in that situation, I would have beat Anna's ass. Like, wow. Anna would have got beat up in Morocco, like, dead ass. Cause you gotta watch it.
So I did watch some of the show, and so what got me is like, I'm like, y'all should have made Anna a little bit more cute, because based off of who y'all picked.
So she's the girl from Ozark.
She not cute,
and her accent was terrible.
Not giving what she was supposed to.
No,
give.
They could have did
like,
better.
Baby, you just look like a basic little house on the prairie girl.
But that's really what she's that girl from the country girl from. Do you watch Ozark?
No, I don't even know what that is.
What?
Honey, how do you have time to watch all these shows? I fell asleep on Inventing Anna.
Well, you wake up at 4 a.m. So
I do wake up.
Yeah, I do not, because you be texting me in the morning, and I just be like, yeah, okay.
I was like, she was not giving what she was supposed to give. Shonda, you need to get somebody new, because
no, I think they could have casted somebody.
Yeah, they could have
for
definitely
sure.
casted somebody cuter, because she was not giving what she was supposed to give.
For sure.
So, Miss Jackie, hold tight. I will try to get you on at the end of the show, because I definitely want you on.
Miss Jackie coming live.
Requested to be on.
Okay.
We do have a live interview tonight, and we are so happy to have her on. Joining us live is Taylor B. Jones, the author of the book, The Sugar Daddy Formula. Taylor says collectively her clients have benefited from over $1.5 million via the generosity of sugar daddies, and she's here to explain how. Hey, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
What's going on? The Campus Hustler meeting is going to happen because I need a seat at the table.
Okay. Definitely.
So, first of all, are you familiar with the Tinder Swindler in Inventing Anna?
Yes, I am. I had a discussion about it in my private community. We were like taking notes. Inventing Anna, she was just like playing chess. She was in a different league.
It was amazing. She was. She was. A lot of takeaways.
What do you have to say about the Tinder Swindler?
Okay, come on now. Sugaring and what he was doing is like so separate, right? It's like he is dangling this carrot and then scamming these women out of their money. I felt for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you not see this coming? Because if he is who he says he is, you don't have to come out of pocket.
Exactly.
You need to go to Daddy Diamond's pocket.
That's what I said.
Yeah, when I watched the movie too, that's kind of what I said too. But I feel like he was searching for a specific type of woman that would be okay with giving him the money. And so, is there like a certain character trait that you saw in these women that you were like, oh, okay, like maybe he went after them because of this reason or that reason?
Because they were naive.
But I didn't really get that I didn't get that vibe. Like they were just, I just think they really were in love, and like not used to nice things. That's another thing too.
There you go, right there.
Yes.
You hit the nail on the head.
Not used to nice things. Yeah.
So he's dangling this jet set lifestyle.
Yes.
It's like, come on and hop on a jet, and then I'm going to take you over here. I'm showing you this lifestyle, and then the moment he flips the script, oh, babe, I need you to send me some money because my Amex is tied up.
Yeah, and I think that's common sense because you can still walk in the bank and get cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I think what it is that they saw this man that, all of their friends were hyping them up about, like, oh, girl, he did that for you. He sent you that. Yeah. And he treated you like that in the beginning. And they didn't want to lose that because they know how hard it is to find someone like that. So they, like, willing to give their last coins just to kind of keep
Save
them around.
Him. Yeah, it's true.
But let's unpack that for just a second. Because in the sugar world and sugar bowl, it's the same way where these fake men who claim to have like this lifestyle and wants to give you the world, they dangle the carrot too. And they fall into the same trap as these women have, So it's kind of like what they were doing was in hopes of. So they created this reality like, damn, I got this guy with this jet. And then this could be my reality over here.
Yeah.
So when he hit him with, oh, I need you to send me some money, she's thinking like, okay, man, I can lose out on this opportunity here. I need to prove myself that I'm loyal.
Yeah.
No. Because if he's real, he's not going to have you come out of your pocket.
Ever.
No.
Yes, girl. And you are dropping gems. And I just want to show everybody your book. Because Taylor, yes, I've had it for so many years, and guys, don't judge me.
Those are my sticky notes. I'm sorry.
It's a really good book, and I've actually referred it to my friends, even when it comes to them wanting to look for jobs and just know how to, if they want to start a business, just to know how to market themselves. And I feel like you were out here talking about this formula and talking about all these strategies like way before it got big on YouTube and it became a topic of conversation. So what's kind of like your biggest tip for women and men?
Okay, it's not so much a big tip, but it's understanding why you're here to begin with. See, I see sugar daddy is symbolic for money, but how is our relationship with money? Okay, let me let that sink in. How is our relationship with money? Because if we're seeking out this man for money, we don't have a good relationship with it, or we might not be used to having money. So we're seeking this sugar daddy to solve all our problems. And I'm like, you know what? Date with a purpose over here. Because if the men in your life that you're dating now isn't on that level, then there's something going on with the men that you're choosing. Because this is just a choice here. That's all it is. And I see being a sugar baby as empowering because we are out here getting it because we are vocal about our needs and wants. And we are putting it out there on the table. So when I look at the Tinder Swindler, he was scamming them. We're putting it out there front and center. Honestly. Because you have a choice. And it's not just about having a choice. It's about having the other person see us as worth it, who is willing to provide.
Yeah.
And I like money. I like what money does for me. I like getting it. I like helping women collect those coins. So, but I'm like, what was your relationships like before to come into this lifestyle? So the women that I work with, it's like they come in thinking like, oh, I just want this allowance. I want to go shopping. I'm just like, no. It's like you're being a visitor in someone else's lifestyle. What does yours look like? Because when I first started, I was in this guy's mansion and I'm coming back home to my four walls and it did not look like his. Something's wrong with that. Yep. So it's like, if I'm not in his world to benefit, to make it my reality, then I'm always going to be codependent. So I'm all about wealth building over here. And then using his lifestyle as probably a gateway entry to your reality, if you want it to be.
On Instagram, Rose Kelly01 said, what works for some doesn't work for all. And I think one point that you pinpoint in your book is like, it doesn't matter if you're a woman, if you're a single woman, if you look like a supermodel, or if you're a mom or whatever. It's about identifying the needs of the other person and being able to market yourself. And so I want you to kind of talk about that, because no, everyone's needs are not the same, but it's being able to identify what the other person's needs are, and then you being able to kind of satisfy that.
Okay. So it's like when you're identifying someone else's needs, it's like I can't get to that point unless I know what it is that I want, unless I know what the experience that I'm looking for. So in essence, my oldest client is 60, and I have a girl who is in her 20s, and she's getting 15 grand a month. And then it's like, when you look at that, it's like, how are they approaching it, right? Well, perception. And this is what Inventing Anna had to do with it. Perception. It's like she painted this picture to fill these voids of the people that she was targeting, right? And they found a way to connect with her, just like with the girl who was at the hotel, let's just say the concierge, the front desk, when she was dropping those hundreds.
Oh,
she was having them
the tips.
Her pocket.
Yes, the tips.
But then why?
Yeah.
It's just like, why? When she did that, and when we come back into this lifestyle, when we're filling the voids of someone, we all have voids. It's our human desire. It's like we want to feel needed. We want to feel like we exist. We want to have an escape from the mundane. And then when someone can come in and fulfill it and position ourselves in that capacity, and that's what I show women how to do, because nobody is caring about giving us allowance. Nobody is caring about paying our bills. Nobody is caring about shopping. They don't care about that. They care about how you can fulfill their needs. And in turn, you're going to get what you want. And then I show how women to market themselves in that capacity. And it comes down to like, everything is an experience, from the profile, from the first date. And come on, let's be real. When we put our makeup on and we get dolled up to go on a first date, why do we do that? That's a form of manipulation, in a little bit, just a little. So it's like, perception is everything. And then you have to understand the needs of the other to sell it back to that person. And it's a form of a seduction. Heck, I like to be seduced. And if somebody can seduce me out of my pockets, it's going to feel good. It's going to come from a different place. So perception.
I did see, I read a caption in there where you said where the women that don't get what they want from these guys, they blame it on the guy, and they're like, well, he's not this and he's not that. But what you did say is that you have to build yourself to be in these rooms with these type of people. Can you tell us more about that?
It's like, I can't take a girl off the street and walk her into the country club, but I can show her how to get there. And it starts with ourselves and how we view ourselves, and is evolving ourselves, So when I say that, it's like, you can change your situation, regardless of your circumstance. You can evolve yourself to be in these rooms of the environment that you're trying to attract around these people. So that's important.
Okay, I agree.
What would you say to the woman or the man who says, I want a high value, because that's the term trending right now, high value man or woman, and I'm not attracting him or her?
Okay, she's not attracted, and we have to look at what she's doing. Is she coming across as high value? And what does that even mean? Because it's going to mean something different for everybody. High value in what? The way that I look? High value in what? My etiquette? So it's like, I've seen a woman who had money. She was out here in a fur coat and some jogging pants. So what does high value mean to the person? So we have to like unpack that.
Got you. So we do have a couple comments. Radiant Rain said, keep it real. And she said, oh, you preaching. And what's her number, child? She's going to give all her contact info at the end. So
girl, you can call me. You can text me.
Stay tuned. So like I said, you've been out here dropping gems for a while, and I feel like recently there have been a lot of podcasters and live show hosts, such as like Kevin Samuels or Fresh and Fit.
Oh, really? Do we need to feed him some more love?
No, I don't
Look,
think so.
Okay, I have a little kind of like a hate thing, but I'm not gonna knock someone's hustle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if we're taking dating advice from Kevin Samuels, what does that say about us? We are seeing that I'm telling someone that, hey, tell me what I'm worth. That's an issue.
I agree.
It's like, hold on, is he the type of man that I'm looking to date? No. So why am I sitting here taking advice from this man? It makes no sense. And if you don't see the value in yourself, that's an issue. It is.
I just listened to another platform today where a lady actually paid the $1,500 to take a session with him, and she was like, "How
he charged $1,500?"
Oh yeah, she spent money, and she was saying how, I'm not gonna say ghetto, but that's kind of how I took it. He was yelling at her and blah blah blah. She thought the experience was gonna be different, and the guys on the platform I was watching were saying that basically he's trying to tell you how to get a high value man. So if you're looking for the regular, sanitation worker or the average guy, he's not the one you should talk to.
Right. And Taylor, you can let me know your thoughts on this too, but based off of the women that I see on his live, they are, I think, women that need a little bit more extra tender loving care.
It's a lot of birds.
Call them birds,
but that's what I see.
They need extra
I'm
tender
sorry.
loving care.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that.
Extra tender loving care.
For them to go to Kevin Samuels, right? And they know what he's about. They don't need. You know what? You need to hit them with my book on their head. That's what you need.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what you need, because they don't understand that it's like, to attract a man with money, there's a book like The Millionaire Next Door. I can line up millionaires and you would not be able to pick them out of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is new money, there's old money, and there's that flashy money, and there's that money that's keeping up with the Joneses. So it's like, if you're trying to attract this particular guy, we have to go back and say, what is your attraction advantage? Because regardless if you're 60 or 40, we all have this attraction advantage that we need to identify to be able to sell it to who we're looking for to attract. It's like, I'll give you an example. My platonic sugar daddy, Rich, okay? He's my co-star on CNN, and he's still in my life to this day. He's 120% platonic, right? And this is the same man who pays a girl to come over weekly. They're actually together right now, because I just spoke to both of them.
Wow.
She comes over, gives a massage, and a happy ending.
Okay.
And he takes her out to eat. He breaks her off a couple of hundred, but with me, he is now over 100,000. It's plus, and I'm in his well, and it's platonic. What did I do differently than what she did? And she met him on a sugar daddy dating site. You see? So it's like, we have to understand the game that's being played. Because if you don't know the game that you're playing, you're just putting yourself out there. For what? It's like, what, I'm just going to go out and prove myself to someone?
Do you happen to see any of the sugar daddies marrying the sugar babies? Like, does it ever end up that way? Or is it always just business as usual?
Okay, it depends. Because sometimes the best sugar daddies are the ones that don't know. So it's like the sugar daddy dating sites, it's oversaturated. So when you go onto a sugar daddy dating site, you're playing a game that's not meant for you to win, because we outnumber men.
Yes.
So what do? You need to boss up, because you have to remove the label and understand what you're doing. You're attracting someone who's generous, right? So if you're trying to get 5,000 from a guy who's making 70,000, it ain't gonna happen. The numbers don't lie. So we need to attract someone who's in that income bracket. And then you have to be okay with communicating your needs and wants and having someone willing to provide. So that means when you take away that label, you can use any site as your playing field. ladies, I don't know if y'all feel it. I don't know if y'all hear me on this. You can use any site as your playing field. So the best sugar daddies are the ones that don't know. You just have to own what you want and have the kitty balls to ask for it.
Well,
So
I'm taking that book home tonight.
Radiant Rain said, give us the game, queen. Drop the book in the comments, which I did. And Rose Kelly 01 said, I'm scared of one of them having a heart attack. But a sugar daddy
She's
doesn't
thinking
necessarily
It doesn't have to
mean
be
Oh,
old.
you had to ride. Who said you had to ride? You don't have to
Exactly.
ride to do a heart attack.
Exactly.
So another big topic of discussion that's been on these internet streets is if you are dating a man of high value and you are seeking for like marriage or a long term, should you expect him to cheat on you?
To cheat. Okay. To cheat on you, it's like my mama always told me when I turned 18, she's like, look, if you're not feeding him, he's going to eat somewhere else. These are the 3 F's. And if you're not fucking him, he's going to go somewhere else. Okay. And if you're not being a friend and you're trying to act like a mom, he's going to go somewhere else. So if you're not covering the 3 F's, then yeah, he might.
Well, you said fucking friend. What's the third? Fucking friend.
Okay, that's the feeding.
Oh, feeding. You gotta feed them, fuck them, and.
But here's the thing: you can do all that, and they'll still go out. Like they say, if they're high value, you should expect them to have other women, even if you're doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like there's no win. Like if you want a high value man, everybody is saying, well, you have to expect him to be with other women. I don't agree, but I mean,
I don't agree with that.
Me neither. I don't agree.
So you think a high value man can be faithful?
If he wants to, 100%.
Exactly. If he wants to.
If he wants. That's all it is. If he wants to.
I think he got to be a monk.
Girl, virtual high five.
Yes, high five.
I really think he has to be a monk.
No, he just has to have morals. He has to decide that he wants to be faithful to you. That's it. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's really hard. Not even for an average man, I think it's hard, let alone for a high value man. But
hold on. So that means you're telling me that your standard is accepting a man that would do that to you. So you're saying that, you know what, to be with this man, I'm okay with him stepping out on me. Come on now.
I'm not saying that it's okay, but I think in 30, 40, 50-year marriages, I think either the man or the woman has stepped out at some point in time. I just think that there's a lot of temptation, a lot of lust.
So we did talk about this one time, remember? And I did say, after years, would I cheat? I mean, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about, things, but I look at my grandparents. They've been married for years before my grandfather passed, and I don't think nobody stepped out.
Girl, you don't be asking your grandparents stuff like that.
And I never will.
But you don't even think your grandparents have sex, let alone sex with somebody else.
We are here, immaculate conception. But I'm just saying, I know that it's possible. I feel like if he wants to be faithful, he can.
We're going to ask the man in the house. Luke, is it possible? Don't lie now. Well, God gonna strike you.
I've never been very successful.
I'm talking about average men too.
So I couldn't tell you on that front, but I think there's a great bit by Bill Burr about this where whores aren't attracted to lumber. So the guy at Home Depot isn't the one pulling.
Now, Home Depot men be getting bitches, okay? Because I know a guy who was going into Home Depot, and one of the girls,
let me tell you something. Home Depot pays over $20 an hour right now, okay?
But he's talking about the men going in, the contractors. So they making more than $20 an hour.
For
okay?
Sure.
Let's go for the contractors.
Yes, yeah. No, I'm just giving an example.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think that goes back to what you saying, Taylor, is you with the right questions after you read her book and go through her training.
Yeah, I'm taking that home tonight.
You know the proper questions to ask to know if a man is what you consider high value or not.
Oh, okay, let me add another side note to that, okay? Because it's like I also do matchmaking, and I had a recent client who is in a situation, and he goes, I'm a family man. And I'm no judger at all, because at the end of the day on the matchmaking side is to provide you with who you're looking for and connect you with what you're looking for too. So I'm no judger, and I understand where the married man is coming from when he isn't getting something at home, and he's seeking out, and he's seeking companionship that he's not getting at home. So I can see why men step out on that aspect, but there are men out there who's looking to be faithful. Because I had a client who was just like, I just want to provide. I just want her to be available when I come home, and that's what he was looking for. He wanted love.
Well, he had to be high value.
And how much is your course? I'm just being funny.
Which one?
So Taylor, tell us all of the services.
Yes,
People
Taylor.
are in the messages. They
We
want to
need
know.
all
Tell
your
us everything
services.
you got to offer.
Okay. So yeah, you have the book, but information is not enough. It's either when you come to me, you're looking for a result. So I'm very resolution focused. So if you're like, say, Taylor, I'm looking for this, then I devise a plan on how we're going to get it. That is what I do. And depending on where you are, then I work with you on that. So it just depends on the type of support that you're looking for. But then I have my, Civil Society, which is like my private support group, and it stands for Supportive Women United Through Beneficial Experiences. And we have I even have a Playboy in there. Playboys got issue too. Playboy bunnies, they got issue too because they don't know how to ask. They think that their looks can
Does
get them,
everything,
all the way. They have issues with asking. So when you come to me, I help you ask and get what you want. And if you're not there in terms of attracting someone, I help you attract that person. But really, I unpack your goals to identify what you really want to help you get that.
And tell us. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I want to know more too about your matchmaking service.
Oh, my matchmaking is only for men. They are, but I do introductions for women as well. And when I make a match for someone, you already know that they've been vetted. They're the real deal. And you told me what you're looking for. If you're like saying, Taylor, I don't want to talk to someone who's making less than $500,000, then I'm not going to introduce you to someone. So when I send you an introduction, you already know that everything that you're looking for is met. So you can submit your information over to me. And if you want to see how I can best support you, you guys can text me. Okay. So let me give you my number.
Give it out, honey.
So you can text me at 404-267-1386 and just text the word sugar. And then we can take it from there.
And then if you're watching on YouTube, we'll put that in the description. We will also share her Instagram, even though we've been sharing it all week, on Instagram and Facebook. Did you have a final question for me?
No, Taylor, I'm happy to meet you, though, and I'll be taking your book home tonight.
Taylor, you are so amazing. We're going to have you back because there's so many different topics within this subtopic to unpack. I read your book in college. I don't even remember how I found out about it, but I'm not even going to say how long ago college was for me, but it was
going home with me tonight.
Definitely some time ago. And like I said,
we don't have to drop age and stuff like that, but it's like if you can't find me on the social, you can visit my home, which is taylorbjones.com or thesugardaddyformula.com.
Yeah, and
thank you so much,
and your
Taylor.
book is just way more insightful than it goes a long way more than just like sugar baby.
Yeah,
sugar
it's like
daddy.
marketing. You marketing yourself. That's what I like about it.
Yeah,
you don't make it seem like a cash for ass kind of thing. It's like marketing yourself.
Exactly.
Marketing yourself to find yourself in a better situation, and that's what I like about it.
It sounds like the female version of The Way of the Superior Man.
I never read that.
Never read that.
Yep, but I might have to.
But
too, I think for women of color, like sometimes we feel like we've gone through so much or we have so much drama or tragedy that we don't have any value. And I think that the book and that your counseling and it helps us to refine that value within ourselves.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for coming on. We will definitely ask to have you
back,
so
and
much,
we
hope
Taylor.
that you will join us again, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. You too.
Okay, the show is almost over. I'm gonna don't kill me, Luke, but I'm gonna see if I can do one more.
Get Miss Jackie.
Yes, get Miss Jackie in, but it'll be on my on my phone. I don't know if she's able to come up. Hey, Miss Jackie. What you had to say? She on here laughing.
And listening and living single.
Listening and laughing.
Watching Living Single.
You had something you wanted to say tonight? Wait and see how things panned out. In regards to what?
Yeah, he was. That's right. 100%.
Well, Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the one that sold all his clothes though, I was here for it.
Right. If he would have stayed with them, they wouldn't have been calling him no swindler. They would have been calling him they man.
Yep. Yep. 100%. For sure. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, Miss Jackie. You one of my new faithful
followers.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. We are about to wrap things up. And we appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. Again, if you missed parts or you missed the show, you can catch it on any of the major podcast streaming sites. You can also watch the replay on YouTube.
And meet us on Twitter. I'm about to be in these Twitter streets. I forgot that we have Twitter, but I'm about to be in these Twitter streets.
Our Twitter is The Chit Chat Live, and so is our Cash App. Our Cash App is $, The Chit Chat Live. Show us a little bit of love. There you can send whatever you can, which will go back into the show. And we will see you back here next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.